there are humans on the other end of these sales calls. There are humans visiting your sales assets. They have brains, they have families, they have names. More importantly, they have dreams, they have kids, they have hopes. And we're in an environment now that's a virtual environment that we have to take care of and exploit data and digital. But I think the trap is most people fall into thinking of a consumer on the other end, a nameless, faceless thing that has a credit card, that we're trying to use technology to manipulate to get more sales. And what you're talking about, the competency part, really addresses that cliche in sales I hate, is like, well, it's just a numbers game. No, that's a component. You can't sit and do nothing, but it's a human game.
Well, and so I did a podcast here very recently with someone who's a coach that has worked with a company called Codebreaker Technologies for the last 5 years. It started as a card, right? You're either card yellow, red, green, or blue. And so that was the early days. Well, now this AI can go in and read your LinkedIn profile, or take this audio file, convert it into text, and tell you beyond a reasonable doubt what is your bank code. And there are four cards, but there's different orderings, right? It could be BANK, KANB, et cetera, et cetera. Where I'm thinking about this in the future is that it's difficult to teach someone to learn all the 24 different codes. Hey, I'm talking to you in one way, now I need to talk to someone else in another way.
Right.
A short-term solution would be, hey, if we're getting leads that come into our website and we're getting thousands or tens of thousands, Zoom video, for example, these times, why route to a geography if you could route to someone who speaks the same language of the person or the buyer?
Precise.
Skill-based routing. So that's kind of the short term would be real easy. Let's put a bank of people that, no pun intended.
Yeah.
Let's put a bank of people that match these certain profiles. In the future, if I go to send an email, think about Google Mail. You send a mail and it completes the sentence before you've even thought of what you're going to say.
Exactly.
In the future, why not? I write it in my tonality, and for me, I'm a bullet guy. But if I'm sending something to someone who's not a bullet guy or gal, then what if it could convert the language and round out the words to that buyer?
Precisely.
Wow. To me, that's the power of AI, right? It helps you with the frequency, but it also helps you with the competency. And then take it a step further. We're in a dialogue and conversation. And I know you're a certain personality type because the AI tells me, well, instead of me having to figure all that out, well, what does this mean? There's so many things I could say and ask. It just gives you the questions, right? There's a tool called Balto software that can listen to the conversation, and right there on the sidecar, it can pop up and say, oh, that's a really good question that you ask about by appointment only. Yeah, they've been around for 20 years. They were amazing 20 years ago and even 10 years ago, but the world has changed. And so from my understanding, they're not using, it could tell me based on you saying the word BAO, which happens to be a competitor, then I can teach my sellers how to respond in real time, right? And now imagine doing that based on who the buyer personality or buyer persona is.
Hey, thanks for watching these Golden Nuggets. And as a reward, I got another big fat Golden Nugget just for you. I wrote this book for you to help you get your act together online so you can grow your business better. You're searching, you want to learn. This is a great book. Grab the book, grow your business.
Amazing, right?